he likes me for who I am. And that's something I haven't had a whole lot of experience with.
Emily, love is supposed to make you a better person. Not less than you were.
How does this make me less? I have a son who is still very happy, and I am marrying him.
You are in jail. And you lied to me. You told me that jerk was out of your life, and all the while you were using me. Me, your own mother. To help that arrogant jerk with this twisted scheme.
I'm sorry. Really, I am sorry. I'm such a disappointment to you.
Well, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to help you now that you've done this horrible thing?
Mother, please go home. This isn't your problem, it's mine.
If you were any kind of man, and I'm not banking on it, but if you were, you would fix this. You would take full responsibility and get my daughter off the hook.
Mother, leave. Please don't pay any attention to her.
Actually, I think your mother's right.
So what do you think my mother was right about? That I'm petty and grasping, or that you're arrogant?
That I should get you off of the hook.
No.
Emily, there's no point in both of us going up.
Paul, no!
Okay, just think practically, okay? If you're in prison and I'm in prison, who's gonna come visit us?
Oh, please, I went into this with my eyes wide open.
No, you see, I don't think you did, all right? I think I dragged you into this. I think you were trying to talk me out of it, and if it were up to you, you would have gone to Jennifer with the truth from the beginning.
I could have told Jennifer everything at any time. I could have told Hal or my mother, but I chose not to. I could have pushed you out of my life. I could have walked away.
You could have, but you didn't. And I don't know why.
Because I understood your reasons. I still do.
There's one thing your mother's wrong about, Emily. I do love you.
And I love you. So no more talk about taking the fall, okay? Because we are in this together, right down the line. No matter what happens.
You need to talk to my sister.
Paul, your sister is the least of your worries. The police aren't ready to share quite yet, but from what I can gather, your fiancé and you are in very, very serious trouble. The charges range from conspiracy to commit fraud, to obstruction of justice, forgery.
Yeah, we didn't switch the babies.
No, but by covering up the switch, you aided and abetted after the fact. Craig Montgomery perpetrated fraud, switching your sister's baby for Gwen Norbeck's the night they were born, forging hospital documents.
I would never do anything to hurt Jennifer. Craig did this. And when I found out about it weeks after, yeah, I went along with it, but that was only because it was the only way I could think of to keep Craig away from Jennifer. My ex-wife is lying in a hospital, but she's in a coma. She's never going to get any better. And Craig did that. And you only imagine what he would do to Jennifer.
He's in prison.
Yeah, but for how long? Look, this wasn't easy for me, okay? I love my sister. I would never do anything to make her unhappy. But I knew that if she got that baby back, that Craig would ruin her life. It's Jennifer. She has to know.
It.
I owe her, I think. Jennifer, don't listen to them. They don't understand.
Who doesn't understand? What are you talking about?
Where are you, Jennifer, and who's with you?
Well, I'm at the Lakeview with Mom. But not for long. That's why I'm calling. Look, I know the wedding is tomorrow, and I feel really awful. But you were right. I can't handle it. Being here and seeing Gwen and the baby, I can't stay, Paul. So I got a seat out on a flight tonight.
Then go. That's a great idea. I think you should go.
You're not mad?
No, why would I be mad?
I'm missing the wedding?
I'll send you some cake.
And pictures?
Hundreds of them. Jennifer, listen. Everything that I did, and I mean everything that I did to protect you.
I know.
All I've ever wanted is for you to be safe and happy.
Well, I would love to see you. Could you come by the airport?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the airport. Sorry.
Hey, Paul, what did you mean when you first picked up? I shouldn't listen to someone?
That's nothing. I'm just kind of in the middle of something here. You got a flight to catch, huh?
Yeah, you're right. I should get going.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll call you in a couple days.
Yeah, I hope so.
It was strange.
What do you mean?
Paul sounded, I don't know, odd. Like there was something wrong and he didn't want to tell me.
What's wrong is that he's marrying Emily Stewart.
Mom? She makes him happy, and that's all that matters.
In that case, I should be marrying a kilo of bittersweet chocolate.
What happened?
She's on her way to the airport right now. She doesn't
Here.
know. Yes. She changed her flight from tomorrow to tonight.
Well, that's
She
good.
just called to apologize
No,
for
that's a
missing
good
the
thing.
wedding.
So if she gets on the plane, it's going to buy us a little time, right?
She has to know that Greg did this.
All right, listen to me. Once the charges against us are dismissed, we'll be able to
Let's
talk
not
to
get
them.
ahead of ourselves. I'm going to see if they file charges. We can deal with any mitigating factors later. All right? Hal found you in the records room.
Yeah. Hal and Dusty Donovan.
How did they know you were there?
Dusty. You see, Dusty Donovan fancies himself as Jen's little hero. He's been snooping around for a while now.
When Jennifer finds out the truth, she's gonna hate me.
Well, she'll be angry with you, but it's not the same as hating you. Whatever it is, we'll get through it. Okay? We'll deal with it together.
Did Paul ask you how you put the pieces together?
Yeah, but I didn't mention your name, and he didn't either. Don't worry. All your secrets are safe with me.
You'll keep me out of this, Dusty. But will Paul and Emily?
So we were in the records room.
I don't know. They were talking about a paternity test. I guess he just figured that the records would be at the hospital.
Well, why would he just figure that? I mean, if I didn't know how it worked, I would assume that they were at the courthouse, wouldn't you?
You knew better because of your mother.
Yeah. A hospital employee.
What are you trying to say?
That Dusty, our little hero, isn't just protecting Jennifer. He's protecting Meg. Dusty overheard Casey and Will arguing over the paternity test. Who's he going to tell? Meg. They live together. That's the first place he'd go.
Meg would deny it and then tell us.
Yeah, only she didn't, did she? No, my guess is that Meg got all wide-eyed and dewy and got him to hold off telling Jen until they got more proof, which she knew they would find in the records room. So Dusty went to Hal, Hal got the warrant, and they showed up a minute too soon.
Yeah, the only problem with that theory is that Meg has nothing to gain by telling Dusty the truth and everything to lose.
Yeah, well, here's a chance to find out.
I was at the hospital. They said you were arrested. What happened?
But Dusty didn't tell you?
No, I haven't spoken to Dusty since breakfast. Oh, God, please tell me this.
He claims he overheard Will and Casey talking.
And somehow he figured out the test results from the paternity test were in the hospital records room.
Does he know that I helped you falsify the blood test?
Don't think so.
Oh, come on. Dusty's been investigating this for days. You're telling me he didn't mention any of this to you?
No. No. It's kind of a sore subject, you know, because of Jen. He tries not to mention her or the baby, especially since we moved in together.
So you know nothing about this?
No, of course not. I would tell you guys. This is the last thing I would want to happen. You know that. Please tell me you believe me. Did I tell Dusty? And why would I be here if I had?
Well, I don't know. We just found it a little hard to believe that Dusty would make the jump from the records room just from overhearing a couple of teenagers having an argument.
It was on his mind. And since Jen is leaving town, he must have pieced it together. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, okay? Just that I didn't tell him. Why would I? Everything is going great. We moved in together. Jen's leaving town.
Maybe that newfound conscience of yours is starting to bother you, Meg.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend that it's been easy to live with what I've done, but I did it. And I'm not looking back. I love Dusty. And if he found out that I kept the truth from him, he would leave me. If Dusty knows the truth, he's gonna get to Jen.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going?
I have to get to Jennifer before Dusty does.
Jennifer doesn't know what we've done. And nobody's ever gonna tell her.